Hi guys, I'm Officer Sean Wade with the Teen Bully Response Squad, which is a non-for-profit organization I started to help kids that are bullied. Walmart can do to help out what the campaign was, to see if they can donate some food for the family, like healthy food, and also some workout clothes for Sheila, the victim. So I faxed off some information to Eric last week, or I believe a week before last, and he was going to see if he can get it approved. He thought it was a great idea and a good way to help build the brand of Walmart. So the young lady I just spoke to a few minutes ago, she said you were the next person in line to see if you knew anything about it or could we get this approved.
Where we heading? Is it?
It looks like we're down here. Statesboro, Georgia.
Statesboro, Georgia. We back in the woods, man. Well, sure we'll go anywhere. We ready to hit the gang members and everybody on the streets, but we ready to hit in the woods too, wherever we gotta go to make sure we get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, look at this streets, man. Look at this. Are we in Atlanta for real? Don't look like we're in Atlanta. All right.
Yeah, we're in Statesboro, not Atlanta. We're in Georgia.
Well, Statesboro, Georgia, Atlanta, ATL,
somewhere down south.
Look like we're in the Himalaya somewhere. Look like mountains, dirt roads. But I guess bullies everywhere. I guess it doesn't make a difference. You can get bullied from the big cities to the small towns with the dirt roads. There's always something going on.
Yeah, bullies don't discriminate by the area. Discriminate by sex, race, nationality, anything. Rich, poor.
Bullies everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, look at this. This is absolutely nothing out here, man. Goodness gracious, these roads. What's that? Hold on. Whoa.
Yeah, well, that was like a crack in the ground, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Look, we're going to need a response squad come get us.
Right, come and tow us out here in the tow truck.
Yeah, I think this is us right here.
All right. Okay, here we go. Make it happen. TBRS, the Teen Bully Response Squad. All right, man. Here we go. We pull it in.
Let's handle it.
All right. Ready to go do this?
Yep.
Let's do it, right? Make it happen. TBRS. You think we got the address there?
Yep.
That's it. All right. Statesboro, Georgia. And come see what kind of bullies we got going on here.
Definitely.
I get handled. All right, let's see what's happening. See if we can make it happen.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Ashley. Oh, there she is. What's going on there? Hey there, miss. What's going on there? Jean, hello, hey. How have you been there, miss?
Good.
How you doing? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
You too.
You know that guy, Jermaine Andre, that works with me?
How are you?
Sheila, have you met Jermaine before?
Nope. Did
You
not.
may have seen him a few times on Facebook, but you probably don't remember him. But he's in and out with a lot of stuff that he does, but he's here in heart. But when I told him this bullying was going on and I was heading down to Statesboro, Georgia to help you out, he jumped on board.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we drove down here.
I know, it's 12 hours.
And he caught a flight. Yeah, 12-hour drive.
Flight,
and then we get down here. So we get in at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I went to sleep at like 1:30.
Yeah. And then
Got back up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
About 2 hours to pick
and
you up.
then you had to drive what?
3 hours to go pick
6
him back
hours
up from
today.
there. Yep, from the airport. And then back from the airport. Had to drive 3 hours back.
That's passion. That's all I have to say.
But anyway, we're here though.
Yes.
You know, where we got to go to help her town. So we hear that this young lady was getting bullied. You were eating lunch in the bathroom. Attempted suicide a couple times.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Mom said you're going down the wrong path. Yeah. What I heard, you smoking cigarettes? Oh.
Why are you going to tell me about it? That's not-
Oh no.
We gotta know everything. You know, we're gonna help you. We here for you.
Hey,
We're not here to judge you or bring you down. We're here to
Don't
help.
tell anybody.
Yeah, no, we gonna spill all the beans. Don't look that way. Don't look like Mom. No, you didn't tell her that. No, we spilling all the beans. And we came all the way down here from St. Louis, Missouri. We need to know everything, but that's what we're gonna do. You know, we put together a team of folks. My man Jermaine's gonna handle with all
The
the
main thing is
business,
you gotta
helping all that good stuff.
feel comfortable with us because to understand we're not down here to be against you. Everybody done bad things. I have, he has, she had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The whole idea is to get it cleared up. You know, get you on the right path that you want to be on to make your life be the way you want it to be, and that so it can be the way she wants it to be. And I'm an expert at that. That's one of the things I do. Is one of my specialties. So you ain't got to feel no shame, especially around me. You ain't got to feel nothing around him either.
Yeah, we out here, but
We're here to help you out.
Right, don't let the police stuff fool you. Just
tell us what's up,
what I do.
Anything that you feel you'd be ashamed of, we just laugh at. Oh man, that's crazy. Smoking cigarettes? What's wrong with you? Let's stop that. Huh? We find out why you smoking them. You know, if we want to discover and try to teach you how to wean off of it. If you think that's not best for your life, if you think that's best for your life. Okay, well, there you go.
Right. You think not?
I mean, I've talked to people and they said, "Yeah, I think it's best for my life." I said, "Well, if that's what you think best for you, ain't nothing I can do about that."
Right.
Go for it. You know.
And like Jermaine said, how can we get you from point A to B, C, D to moving forward in life? You know. And as our good friend Lisa on Facebook said, just embrace our wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's coming here to fight and beat nobody down. You know, we had enough fighting going on. You know, you've been fighting kids for quite some time at school, getting bullied. You know, so at what point do you have to stop fighting, if it's with your parents or fighting with the kids at school to say, hey, I want to start moving forward in my life. You know, you're 16 years old and cigarettes are not going to profit you anything, health-wise, anything like that at all. You know, Mom said one of the issues too, there, was a weight concern and things like that. So we put a lot of great things in place. We think that can help you move forward. We have a lot of work to do. We're down here in St. Louis. I'm excited to be here. I got a text last night from your mom saying that you guys were excited that we're here. So
she was sitting here, I was sitting there, she's like, are they coming tonight? I mean, I've never seen her so excited.
Well, you need to be excited. We're here. We need time to start making change. Like I said, we got some great things lined up, and if you're willing, and like my partner Jermaine said, you let TBRS jump in here. I think we can start making some changes in your life. And you said what about the internet?
We have data on our phones. Like I have an iPhone, but I cracked it last night.
Oh, okay.
It's at the shop.
How'd you crack it?
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
I want to hear all about it.
I was using the bathroom and it was on my lap. When I stood up, I forgot it was there and it fell.
And
On
she
the
had
floor or in the toilet?
On the floor.
Well, at least you didn't drop it in the toilet.
I had an otter box on it too, though. I had an otter box. It was supposed to protect it, but it didn't.
And how much did that phone cost?
That phone won't cost so. Well, it was.
Yeah, they were $400 now.
Yeah, those phones are expensive.
So I just got a phone from my friend. They're transferring my.
Yeah, they're transferring it over for us now. We dropped it off this morning.
That sounds good. Well, you know what? I'm not worried about that phone because phones can be replaced. But you know what? Human lives cannot be replaced. So never, ever, ever again does Officer Wade or World Champion Jermaine Andre nor your mom want to hear that Miss Precious Seela Presley is trying to harm herself. Okay?
Yes.
Can you give us that promise?
I promise.
Can you say that louder?
I promise.
You said it again?
I promise.
All right then. And if you're getting bullied, we're going to find ways to help you cope and deal with it other than the cigarettes and other than trying to hurt yourself.
Okay.
I'm just excited to be here. I really am.
I am too.
I mean, I don't know if you are as excited as I am.
She's smiling, so she's.
I'm excited. When Mom sent me that text last night, and I read that text, and it was saying that, hey, the kids are excited that you guys are here. That meant a lot to me. You know, in spite of all the driving, I said it's 12 hours on the road. I drove another 3 hours to go pick up my man Jermaine out, another 3 hours, and I pretty much drove the whole way. Drove the whole way today. I'm excited. And then one thing mattered to me that it was one kid smiling that we had somebody coming down on your behalf. I think that's a fantastic thing. Yeah. And we need to do more stuff like this. If there are more kids around the globe, there are more kids around the United States. Kids are committing suicide all over the world. Kids are bringing weapons to school because they're being bullied. And those are the way they deal with it. It's violence. And that's one thing I learned when I was in my CIT training class as a police officer. The number one reason why kids commit suicide because they say they want the pain to stop. And I don't think people really grasp how painful bullying really is. You don't have to be something physical. You don't have to be getting punched or, getting choked or hurt something. I don't think people really realize how deep those words cut. But I'm excited. We're here. TBRS is here. We're almost 1,000 miles away. So I'm ready to get started. We have Walmart that's ready to do some things for you. We're going to kick off this campaign. I think we should kick off this campaign at Walmart. What do you think, Jermaine? What do you think?
Sounds good. Whatever's first.
All right. We have Walmart that wants to donate some things to you. They want to get behind this campaign. And I say we should get ready to go and head on up to Walmart. And we're going to start off with getting some healthy food, showing you some of the right things to eat, some of the things you shouldn't be eating. And then we're going to start off with getting you some workout clothes. It's time to start getting somebody fit and in shape, fit and healthy. How's that sound?
Okay. Your mama will be right beside you.
All right. Sounds good. But before we start that, how about we have Mr. Jermaine Andre and Sheila get together? How about y'all go raid that kitchen? What's in that ice box that we should or shouldn't be eating, or that pantry?
Right. Go hide it. Go hide your...
Come on, you get the one.
Oh, this is done as it is. What's in there you shouldn't be eating, y'all?
You should go to your room.
Y'all, the room, okay.
I see a bottle of water, so that's good.
That's on the bottle of water. The waters are hiding.
Distilled water is best, just so you know. Distilled. Distilled is the best. Well, a lot of like purified, what is this, with natural, with flavor enhancing minerals. Distilled water is like the purest, cleanest water that you can drink. Mm-hmm. When they distill regular water, a lot of it has chlorine in it.
Okay,
and sometimes when they put chemicals to take the chlorine out, but it takes all the vitamins and the minerals out, or the minerals
I didn't
out
even know that.
Yeah, so there's good and bad waters. Ain't there something else?
Okay, we haven't gone shopping.
Okay, we're gonna rate the box. I'm gonna rate it.
Not really. There's dinner last night. That's hot dog.
Oh, chicken and pork.
Chicken and pork.
Now, do y'all know what hot dogs are?
They're a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I always like to educate because I used to be a butcher. And you know what we did as butchers, everything that we couldn't sell as regular meat, we put in a grinder and grind it up. And there was bone, all kinds of stuff thrown in there. And then you try to eat it, and what happens is you're not really chewing it. Like all this stuff is just broken up stuff. So when you eat a hot dog again, I want you to really try and chew and watch how much stuff you get in your teeth that you can't. You can take it out like this, and you won't even be able to break it or bend it or anything, because it's just gristle and bone. That's sausage, hamburger, ground beef is the same way.
Value at all.
And that's how people. But that's how people end up getting colon cancer and all that kind of stuff, because it gets stuck in your system. It can't come out. Your body can't push it out, and then you don't got any vegetables. Which I don't see no vegetables in there.
No, there's no vegetables.
Oh, no vegetables. Dun, 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 dun. Let's open up the
Potatoes don't count as vegetables.
Let's see what's in there. Let's pull some of that stuff.
That don't count as vegetables. We gotta get y'all some green vegetables.
Where's the trash can? Where's the trash bag at?
Okay, that's frozen. Frozen is the best way to buy vegetables.
Yeah, because we got a lot of Kangas, but I know Kangas have a lot of the sodium syrup.
Well, what they do when they freeze it, as soon as they get it, they freeze it and that's
We don't
stores
have
everything
really
in.
I'm sorry.
Give me a bag and throw some stuff away. We're ready to start throwing some stuff away. We don't go.
How often does this happen?
Oh, my Jesus.
Oh my God.
How often does this happen?
Give me one. Here you go. You got it.
Is that every morning?
There's one.
Well,
You can put the other one back up on. Let me go for that store already.
I know I don't have to say anything about that.
Wait, what you gonna eat on the pancakes?
You don't eat pancakes.
See?
There you go. See how I just builds and builds and
Okay,
builds.
come on. We're going to start throwing. Come on. What do we on need? In the trash can. Come on. We raid in the ice box. TBRS first objective. Raid the ice box.
Pancake mix can go.
Come on. Throw that junk in there. Let's start throwing this junk out. We getting rid of this mess that needs to go.
The honey can go.
That can go. All that stuff we don't need.
Oh man, the hot dogs.
What? Yeah, we gotta get rid of this mess. Okay. What in the Lord's name?
That's our dinner from last night.
Oh, it's a chicken?
It had chicken, it had pork
Jermaine, hold on,
chops,
see
had
what's in it. Hold on,
rice.
Jermaine. Let's open it up. Hold on, Jermaine. Let's open it. You gonna get that side?
Cheese on that
side? Dun 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 dun. Oh my God, it's about 1,000
Chicken,
calories. Fried rice, fried chicken, sour cream. That's not trashy.
bologna.
It's trashy. All right, I'll get this party started. Get started. Come on up. Get it started. All right, just smile a little bit. Okay. Sounds good.
My car won't be back for a few minutes, so you'll have to go in. We have to go anywhere.
Okay.
They're borrowing. Somebody had to borrow it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay. Well, I'm
like
excited.
the color.
You like the color? Well, we got
Brings attention.
Well, we got the green. There you go. Got the green to be seen. You got to bring some attention to bullying, and I think it's blue. That's that's like the national color for bullying or whatever.
Right.
But blue's not like an exciting color. You know, you got to think about cancer. Cancer is a huge issue, and they brought pink in order to really bring that awareness. So when you see people such as the athletes and football players, or you watching a baseball game or the Cardinals and whatever the team may be, when you see that pink, it's a bright, noticeable color. And I think that really for bullying, we need to begin to change the color to this bright green to be seen.
There's got to be something that stands out.
Yeah, something stands out. Right. We need to bring awareness to what's going on. We have far too many kids committing suicide. We have far too many young people like Sela into self-harm. We have far too many kids, getting into violence because of bullying. So whatever we can do to help, save a life,
that's kind of like their
do.
escape from it,
Okay. Well, we're gonna find better ways to escape, and it's all gonna start today. So let's make it happen.
Knows that.
She knows that, but it's almost like she's afraid, and she doesn't want to admit fear. She's a big girl, but I took her into school back in, where did we go? Toward the end, they had about 3 weeks left of school, and I was going to put her in and let her go through the summer. And she just started crying because she just, I don't know if it's remembering everything that happened there or what, or if it's the people. But if she goes back now, she'll repeat 9th grade, and then she can do 10th grade during the summer of next year, and then the following year she'll go where she'll be in 11th grade like she should be. But she's got an awesome counselor there, Miss Love. She's an awesome person, but what upset me about Miss Love though the most was when we went in there, she was, well, if she doesn't want to come, we don't have to make her. And she's not even 16. I thought it was kind of crazy. But yeah, I just want her back in school because I have a GED, and yeah, I'm going somewhere, but she's young. It may not. She's not gonna be able to do exactly what she wants. Maybe on the GED. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but basically, how is a GED gonna be good enough for her for years from now when everybody else has high school diplomas and all this?
Are you saying that you think that it wasn't good enough for you?
Yeah. Because I quit school in my senior year. 3 months from graduation because I couldn't pass graduation tests. Because I might as well going to walk with a certificate and so I got married. And then when I had worked at Chick-fil-A and at KFC 5 or 6 years, and I lost my job. And something kicked at me then, and I walked to class. I walked to get my GED, and I did. And here I am almost 4 years later, almost with my associates. But in years to come, we don't know if a GED is going to, be good enough for, I don't really know what she wants to do. I'll say, for instance, my youngest daughter wants to be a marine biologist. Sela, she's a little indecisive right yet. But I know she has a passion for animals, and she has a passion. I did it one time. She wants to be a lawyer, I think. Can't can't remember that now. It's been a while since we talked about it. And she wanted to go get her GED, but I want what's best for her, though. I want her to be happy and thrive. Not, sleep all day because she doesn't want to face everything. Things I think that Sela's scared of is that she thinks she's not good enough. She has to put on a front to be somebody she's not, to me. And it's, as a parent, it's hard to know your daughter feels she's not good enough. Because to me, she's good enough for anything. Both my girls are. I guess you could say I spoiled them, gave them everything they wanted. And I think she has a fear of facing these girls. These girls that cause her so much. She come home, I hate school. And this is a child made straight A's. Straight A student. Don't have to study for a test. It's natural. I've only had that. But, and then she come on just crying. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. And of course I'd make her go. But it just kept getting worse and worse. Till finally, that day I just told her, okay, you don't have to go back. And everybody said I just gave in, but I did. But every day hearing your baby cry is just hard. And then when, she was cutting herself, and I had pictures of just, her arms were just, I had sent them to Sean. It was horrible. And when she would get stressed, and she would lock herself in the bathroom, and then I have to go in there and wrap her arms up. And it was scary. Not knowing if one time I wasn't gonna be there and she'd be dead.
Did she say why she was doing that?
She said it helped her relieve the pain or release the pressure or something. And that, to me, was the hardest pain. To know that you have to hurt yourself to release pain, I've never heard of. And Mom did. I'm actually trying to find this picture. And, but...
Well, we can get it later.
I can't find it. I don't even know what I did with them. I sent them to Sean a while back. And they were, I don't know, she may still have some scars. I haven't looked at her arms in a long time. She doesn't do that now because she's been away from them people. She hasn't been in school since December. Well, honestly, I don't know the complete details of everything, but all I know is she just, she wasn't good enough. She dressed wrong. Her hair was wrong. She didn't fit their standards. And she had name brand clothes. Anytime she wanted her hair done, I went and got it done. It's not, and she's a beautiful girl, so I never understood. Yeah, she's tall, and she may be built different than a lot of girls. And one of the things was she was undecisive. Did she like boys or girls? I think all teenagers go through it. And that was another thing they made fun of her or hurt her. And sometimes one of her very best friends and one of the teachers even came to my house and seen this post on Facebook. It was messaging, texting her, telling her she was going to kill her and all kinds of stuff. It got really bad, and that's when I decided, if someone's going to threaten my child, she's not going to school. And so I was going to try to homeschool her, but I just couldn't get all the information and all for that. So I just want her to be happy. To have that self-esteem that, no matter what comes my way, I'm just the prize at the end of the, walking across that stage and saying I did this. And then her father does, her biological father. He posts on Facebook about his stepchildren, step-grandchildren, great-grandchildren, never about his own kids. He has seen Sealand. He lives in Rankin, which is about a 30-minute drive. His mom lives right here in Statesboro. And has seen her in, probably 2 years. Other than by accident, riding on the side of the road or something. Hasn't even tried to see Selah. Or Esther now. So, it's like he don't care, but he's an ordained preacher. He sexually abused his daughters. And got away with it.
Now, when you say got away with it, what do you mean?
Because, I had left him. I was living in a women's shelter. That was back in 2006 or 7. And the girls were at the Boys and Girls Club, and they told what had happened. And when they told me, we went to the authorities and did everything and came back that because it had been so long since that happened, they couldn't do nothing about it. All they did is supervise visits for a while with me, with my mother, but, he still got to see them. And that was the whole point. But, they won't have nothing to do with their father because he doesn't want nothing with them. He married somebody who's like 20-something years older than him that has grandchildren. And today, evidently, he has a new great-grandchild. It's crazy. And Celia's seen that this morning. She goes, that's the funny thing. If I was the one that had a baby, because the one that had a baby is only 17, she goes, it would be the biggest sin because when she tried to commit suicide one time when they sent her to Lakeside, and when he walked in there, he told her, you're going straight to hell. Instead of encouraging her, telling her I love you, or, we'll get through this, it was, you're going to hell. She was talking to one of her guy friends, who was one of her best friends, and he's seen a paper where she said, she wasn't happy, and he turned it in, or she turned it in somebody, and that's the point that she wanted to kill herself because somebody had seen what she had written, how she really felt. Which in Laura, and all they did is put her on some kind of crazy antidepressant that made her want to jump out in front of cars and stuff. It was crazy. I took her off of it, and, it's been a long road since then, I would say, but I guess you say she's more my baby now than my baby is because I'm more cautious with her. I want her to go out there and kill herself. I guess because that's my fear. As a mom, that my child's going to wake up one morning and she's going to be dead. So I go in there 2, 3, 4 times a night to check on her. I have for a couple of years now. My youngest, I've never had to worry with that. She doesn't get bullied. She don't care what people think, really. I mean, she's just like, I don't care. But, it's...
How old is she now?
My youngest, she'll be 14 Monday.
Okay. So they're close.
Yeah, they're 19 months apart. Mm-hmm. I wasn't supposed to be able to have kids after I had Selah. They found I had ovarian cancer. And I got pregnant and they wanted me to abort her. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to die trying. I carried her 44 weeks. She was 3 pounds and something because of the cancer made where she couldn't grow. So, but once she was born, she grew. I mean, beautiful. It's just a surprise how my kids are growing up on me. Selah will be 16 this December. And I guess that's the scariest one. Yeah. She's getting... And that's another thing. She can't even get her learners because she's not in school. And so, there's a lot of things she wants to do. She wants to get a job. She wants to do this. And she can't do this without going to school.
Has she said what it is that she thinks she wants to do when she gets older? Or?
She has mentioned a few times she wanted to go into the service to do, I can't remember what the area was. But she also either wanted to be a nurse or a lawyer. Those were the last time we talked about it. But, things could change. But, with them, their mind changes really quick. Mm-hmm. But, but whatever she wants to do, she can do whatever. Just as long as she, does what she wants, not what somebody wants her to do. I'm trying to say. All right, what I hope we can accomplish with TBRS coming is to bring Sela's self-esteem up, to make her feel, no matter what comes against her, she can, push through. Just to be happy with who she is, not having to be like the next Sally or Jane, just be Sela and be happy with it. And then if bullying does come, then she's not afraid to talk to somebody. Instead of going, cutting herself or whatever, maybe get a counselor at school or somebody that will do something instead of hiding behind the curtains, per se.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to talking.
I'm sorry, I'm not either. That's why I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah, that's why you sit behind the camera.
Right.
Honestly, Sela had showed me one day, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's right after they started the Facebook page, and somebody else was telling their story. And I remember inboxing Sela's story. This was a long couple years ago. And that's how I got met. And there's a few people from there that I'm actually friends now with. One of them's actually in California, one of the girls that supports the best she can, and but that's how, I can't remember who it was they had put on.
Was it Heaven?
No,
Oh.
I've seen Heaven,
Okay.
I've seen that.
Okay.
But it was a couple years ago when, to me, I guess he was just getting started on all of it. Well, anyway, it was the first time I seen it, the Facebook, and I remember Sela posting something on there, and then I posted as in a special message, and then he put up her story. Everything. From everything her dad did all the way down, and it's just been added over the years. And he would use her picture. He used her pictures a couple of times with her arms to try to get people to donate or whatever to help. But it's like people don't care about bullying. When, to me, that's one of the number one killers in teenagers. But they'll help animals, and which is all good. But what about our children that are our future? What if they're not here? They think the kids are just trying to get attention, but they're not. They're trying to get someone's attention, but it's not like they're just doing it to get you to pay attention to me. No, they're doing it because they're hurt. They feel like nobody cares. So they'd rather just go ahead and die. At least they don't have to deal with it no more. I was bullied as a child, so I know. But I had a daddy that would bully right back at him, so when he found out, I never was bullied again, let's say that way. But there's just so many kids. All over Facebook you see, 11 years old, 9 years old, these kids hanging themselves and different stuff just because of the same situations. And I look at it and say, it could be my child. I think that I would probably have to die too. It's sad because, I don't know, it's me. It's my babies. And I would almost feel like if somebody caused my child to hurt herself in that way, you'd want to get back. You would be angry. You'd want to get back at them. Mm-hmm. And that would be very childish.
Well,
The first time, before I put her in homeschool, they're like, well, if you would come to us and tell us and all that, but she wasn't willing to talk at that time. She just, wanted out. Well, when I went to take her, like I told you, take her back a few minutes before school was out so she can go to summer school, then they're like, it's not that I think they feel Sila's not telling the truth on it. It's like, it's not there. But it's there because one of the teachers, I don't remember her name, Sila would know it. She came to my house. She knows it's true. The girl was a senior, fixing to graduate was one of them. And I guess she did graduate. But, yeah, she was a ninth grader and had this senior picking on her, so I guess she just looks, I mean, she don't look like she was an average ninth grader. I mean, she's almost 6 foot tall, but ninth grade. But if she goes back, she'll repeat ninth grade, which is fine, as long as she gets her credits. And then they said once she gets her ninth grade credits, but she won't have to go into a regular class. She can go into a classroom that has computers, and she can just work until she's completed it. And that was the thing that she was going to do, but she didn't want somebody to see her, that she went through this with. But now with all of them going to 10th grade, she may not have to deal with them. So, the ones that were 9th grade, and then the one I know is graduated now.
So basically, you got no support from the school?
No. I have a friend, her daughters were going through, but they were in elementary, and she put them on school, and she won't let them go back to school. She said, one of them, because she's a little overweight, and another, I can't remember why, but both of them were, dealing with some of the same stuff. And she said these two won't go back to the public school. So they do that K-12 online. If I had internet, I would, but I would rather her go back to public school to be, that surround, have. And it does kids good. To me, I think going to school would teach them the socialization skills and all that. Because we do, when I was growing up, I grew up with this other brother and sister who had never dealt with people, never been in a school setting, went to college and went crazy because they'd always been homeschooled. So, it's because they never experienced it. They were sheltered all the time. Only reason we went to church with them. But, my church too big. Really? Just in the end of the day, I just want her to have that sparkle and just, be her again. Her hair is one thing that brings attention to her. It's her style. She likes color. I'm glad she used to be have black hair, black clothes. And I'm thankful she became colorful. So, it kind of fits her personality. And that's another thing. Everybody would be like, she's just trying to get attention. No. She just likes colorful hair. That's all. It's really not about trying to get somebody to notice her. At one point, her hair she had blue, red, orange, all kinds of colors in it. It was cute. But that's what she likes. Oh, me? No, couldn't do that, but see me 35 years old walking around with a bunch of colors, yeah. But she's 15, why not? Let her live. Let her be happy and be young while she can. Because as a child, after my mom and dad divorced, my mom was the sourest person, and we didn't do nothing. The only time we got to do anything is when I went to my dad. So I just wanted them to have a happier life, a little bit more freedom. And I guess everybody's like, you let them do too much. No, I don't think so. They know their boundaries. My youngest daughter, I had let her go to my sister's for the summer, and then she asked me could she stay down there to go to school, and it was hard for me to say yeah because that's my baby. But then I thought about, what, I go 2-3 times a month down there, so, and she's gonna come up here on spring break and all that, so it'll all work out. As long as she's happy.
Okay.
Would you like to talk to Sue?
Yeah, I think it's time to get her in too.
I eat like most teenagers. I think eat like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A and Chinese food and stuff like that. But at the same time, I try to eat salad and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a mixture of everything. Like some days I'll feel like a healthy eater. Some days I feel like just a junkie. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It just depends on what kind of mood I guess I'm in. But I want to eat more of the healthy stuff. You know, I don't expect to turn into a vegetarian overnight, but I want to become more healthy because, you know, like in my eyes, after I eat a salad, I feel more energized and just like I can, you know, practically do anything. But after I eat like McDonald's, I just feel like nasty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know the feeling.
yeah, but I love McDonald's so much.
Yeah.
But you know, in like my head, I just gotta choose which one's gonna make me feel better in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I can buy good food, you know, but sometimes I just choose not to. Like when we go grocery shopping, I could choose this over that, but sometimes I just choose an unhealthy option.
Mm-hmm.
And so, why do I think that I choose the unhealthy option more often? I don't know. Like it's just to feel good to eat it, I guess. Like if you eat it, back to the salad thing, if you eat a salad, you don't feel like full. But if you eat like a big cheeseburger, you feel full, but you feel gross at the same time. You know, but I'd rather sometimes eat a cheeseburger than a salad. You know? Does it make sense to you?
It would make more sense, but I'm pescatarian, so I don't eat meat at all. I eat fish, like seafood, but I don't really eat, like I don't eat chicken or beef or pork or anything.
Mm-hmm.
My wife eats everything. She's omnivorous, and she says the same thing. Like it just doesn't feel like she's getting enough food when she eats only, you know,
vegetables and don't eat fish.
Yeah, but you know, she grew up in a more rural environment. She's actually from a smaller town called St. Joseph, Missouri, and then she moved to another small town called Bonne Terre. And I think that when it's your upbringing, you know, like it's what you're exposed to when you're younger and like what you do as you grow up. We ate a lot of fish, you know, and a lot of home cooked meals. Like basically that was what we did most of the time.
When I can't say when I grew up because I'm not, you know, grown now, but when I was younger, couldn't afford to go out to eat. You know, when we lived, you know, I was born here, but like immediately after I was born, almost I moved to Blackshear.
I'm sorry.
Immediately after I was born, I moved to Blackshear.
Oh, Blackshear.
Well, maybe a couple years because of some stuff on Dad.
Mm-hmm. And your birthday is
December 18th.
Okay, go ahead.
Some stuff my dad put us through or whatever, so we moved to Blackshear. You know, we had home cooked meals and stuff like that because we couldn't afford to go out to eat because my mom didn't have a job and whatever. But when we moved back up here 3 years ago, you know, my mom and my dad had a job, you know, and it was just easier sometimes just to go out to eat. And that's when we picked up, you know, the habit of every time, you know, we got, you know, we had money, you know, go out to eat, so much simpler. But and that's when we gained weight. Like we used to all be smaller when we lived back, you know, practically home. That's what I call it. But you know, we were smaller because we couldn't afford to eat out. But now that we moved up here, we can afford to eat McDonald's every day if we wanted. But you know, you gotta think. But
yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean. And it's not like we never eat out.
Yeah.
It's not like that. We do probably, I'm gonna say maybe two times a week.
Mm-hmm. That's about us.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think anything in moderation. I mean, heck, even Sean ate 2 cheeseburgers on the way down here.
He did?
Yeah.
Sean?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. I had McDonald's. I had fish sandwich and some fries.
I was about to ask you, what do you eat when you go to McDonald's?
Yeah, fish sandwich and fries. I had some nachos at a gas station.
Last night we went to the gas station up the road, the Zip and Go we passed in there, and they had like fried chicken and some rice, like Chinese rice and egg roll. I don't know how it goes together, but it was there and the same thing, and mac and cheese. So I got it, and oh my goodness, it was for so awful, like just sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think
gas station food.
It all looks good, and it seems like it tastes good. It's going to be good, but then after you eat it, like you feel like crap.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. You know, it's like it's not real food. It's processed.
Injected with stuff. And
yeah, to make it taste good, but it's really not good.
At all. Once it hits your belly, it's like done.
Right.
Like if you get a salad, you know, you feel good while you're eating it. Maybe not as good while you're eating it because you really love that cheeseburger, but when you're done, you feel energized and just all around better, you know?
It seems like something's bothering you. You're not happy about something. I mean, that's why I wanted to pull you out here because I know we've talked a lot more on Facebook and I've got to know you a little bit better. But it seems like something that you're not. Is something that you might want to say that you're not saying in front of your mom or maybe Jermaine. Like I said, I know we have a little closer relationship.
I mean, it's something real. Like I want to get happy with myself, basically.
Okay.
Just lose weight and everything. And I think that overall will just make me happy. I know it's going to take a lot of commitment. It's not just going to come off, but that's just, I don't know. That's the same thing. I do want to go out to school. I just want to go out to school, yeah.
Well, that's one thing I know because you just didn't seem happy. I mean, I know that we here and I know I'm excited. You know, I'm excited that we're here, but you just don't seem happy to me. And I can feel that from you, and that's personally bothering me.
I mean, I'm not very, like, open. Like, just, I'm happy you're here. Like, I don't
well, you know what? You don't have to be open. I can just tell if someone's not happy now, and I can just sense and I can just feel that from you. You know, I've been a police officer for, 20 years. Yeah. And I've been a police officer for a long time. I've talked to probably thousands of people, about their problems, what's going on, and I always get a good relationship when I'm working with kids and first meeting them. I'm just not feeling that happiness from you. But
no, I mean, I'm happy that y'all here. I'm really happy because I really want y'all to come. I don't know. It just took me by surprise. Like, I was happy when y'all got here, and when y'all got here, it was kind of like, wow. It was kind of like a thing.
Well, we know you need some work to help get you back on track, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah. And, I got some great people involved in the town. I think that we can help improve your quality of life. And I'm really hoping that with the things we're going to do for you the next few days, we can really encourage you to get back into school. Because if I leave Statesboro, I'm not going to be happy unless you're happy. And I'm not going to drive almost 1,000 miles away just to not at least make sure I can bring a smile or something on your face. So we got a lot of work to do. I'm ready to get started. We're going to show you some tips on how to eat right. We're going to show you some things that Jermaine's going to self-empower you, to make you a stronger person. I have a lot of great people in town that's looking to help you out, and I'm ready to get started on this. But like I said, now, I'm not happy because you're not happy. And I don't care what you're saying. No, I know when someone's happy or not. And Officer Wade is not feeling that. Officer Wade did not feel that you're happy. Right. And see, that bothers me. Not that I'm in the sad point, but that's bothering me. That means we have work to do. But that's fine, because that's why I came down here, because we knew there was a problem, there was an issue, and we had to come down here. And that's why we're here, because I want to make sure that you're happy. I want to see a smile on your face. I want to see you begin to lose weight. I want to see you get back into school. That's what we're going to work on. And you just give us that opportunity. You embrace what we're trying to do for you. And I promise you'll keep continuing to sprout and grow up to be a beautiful young lady. Not only for yourself, but what your mom wants. Okay? Let him get a look at this. Like this.
This is what I ate on the way here.
Wow.
All right. Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and biscuit. You think that's good for me? No. So that's what I'm telling you when I say you got to be comfortable with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody's perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. Even somebody like me, I'm a professional athlete. Well, I'm not anymore. I'm retired. Even when I was a professional athlete, I had ice cream every now and again. I had candy bars every now and again. I had soda. My favorite soda is? I bet you know. Come on, what's everybody's favorite soda? No. What? Mountain Dew.
Oh, no, mine's not a favorite.
You don't like Mountain Dew?
No.
That's my favorite, but the thing is, I know that I ate bad.
Yeah.
So later, I got to eat good to clean it out of my system. Plus, that's all we can get our hands on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the whole key to good health and fitness is just knowing what's good and what's bad. And then you got to make the choice on what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Because of how you're trying to build yourself or how you're trying to grow. Mm-hmm. We got trash can there, so I can throw this one. We got hey, Mom, see what I had? We got to throw my food away, too. I had Popeyes earlier today. Y'all got trash out here?
No, it's not.
Okay.
If you got more people, which way now?
No.
Okay. Because that way, if you go back to school, you'll have...
They're getting back there to you guys?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You'll have more people behind you. And that's what I'm concerned about this time you go back to school, it's just CELA. But you go back to school this year, it'll be CELA, it'll be officer.
That's it.
Like that. You being in school last year with just CELA.
Right.
By herself, no support group. If we look at you going back to school this time, we have officer samples involved. We have Shelly from the clubhouse. She's going to be your mentor. And then we're going to have you working out. You know, we're going to pretty much have you going through a whole transformation and makeover within the first few months. If you get behind what we're doing for you, I mean, you're going to pretty much be drastically changed within 2 to 3 months and improving as a better person. And I just think you should give it a chance.
The only thing is, like, I don't know. I do want to get my diploma and everything, but I don't want to. See, I'm so far behind. I'm almost 2 semesters behind now.
Okay, so we get back into school. Is it any? How can we look at with getting you caught back up with your academics? Is anything in summer school or tutoring?
I mean, there's
what she would have.
I got this. There's this thing called E2020, but it would take double the time. There's no guarantee I'd be ready, like, have all my credit in 2 years from now, because I graduate in 2 years.
Okay.
And so there's no guarantee I'd have all my credits, and then I wouldn't be able to graduate.
Which way, to the left or right?
Right.
You say you would or wouldn't be able to graduate?
I wouldn't have all my credits because I'm already 2 semesters behind, and that means I'm like 6 credits behind. You have to have 26 to graduate.
So you have 6 more semesters in high school. Then 2 summers.
No. I have 4. I have 4
10th,
more.
11th, and 12th.
I have 5 more semesters. That's it.
I thought you had 2 semesters a year.
Yeah, but this semester's almost over.
The school year is.
Oh, this school year hadn't even started.
It's starting to start.
I was trying to think.
Yes, when it starts.
I was confused.
That's why it's important to get you started off on a good foot. Let's get you started on a good foot, and also too, what we can do. When I talk to Joy with Fresh Start Counseling, we got him that's going to work on being your counselor too. You know, we have professionals come in to help you. I can talk to Joy and see how we can maybe find a tutor that you can maybe start going to and get you caught up academically. I really think you should give it a chance because it's just not you going in by yourself. You got Officer Wade behind you. You got world champion Jermaine Andre behind you. You got your mother behind you. TBRS is behind you. Everybody's getting behind you. I think it's always better to go fight a war or a battle when you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
If you think of it that way. So what do you think? What's your feeling on how? What are your sentiments on how you feel about that?
I would like to go out of school. I don't know. Like,
Just too much. The pain was too much when you was at school last time getting bullied.
yeah, it was a lot, and I really don't want to go back on school.
Okay.
But I mean, I didn't say I want to think about it, but at the same time, just right now.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, let us start some good things with getting you going. And I just ask that you give it a chance. I think you have absolutely nothing to lose. Think of it this way, if you go back to school and it don't work, you can always just say, hey, I'm not going to go back again.
Yeah.
It never hurts to try. You know what I said? And we got a lot of good things that, you know, we're putting behind you. You know, if I didn't believe in what I do, and if I didn't believe in what Jermaine does, we wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
I could have just stayed in St. Louis and kept saying, hey, Sheila on Facebook, hang in there, Sheila. I could have just kept encouraging you on Facebook. Don't give up. It gets better, honey.
Do you have any friends, Sheila?
I have 4.
Did they go to school with you?
No, not at all.
Were there any people at school who stood up for you?
No.
Oh, that's Sarah.
Was there a particular group that bothered you?
Most everybody, pretty much.
Was it general? What were the reasons? Like what they pick on you about? Don't be ashamed. Remember, we're here to work with you.
I don't know. I guess it was just my way. And I couldn't afford, stuff like they could and stuff like that. It's petty, but I mean that's just the way it is, I guess.
But that's a true reality. A lot of kids get bullied, Jermaine, because of their weight. And a lot of kids get bullied because they don't have nice clothes. And that was one of the reasons, because you didn't have nice clothes to fit in with other kids, right?
You did.
I mean, that's part of it. Unfortunately, we had it was a young girl in North Carolina.
I didn't know.
She was 9 years old. She committed suicide because she was getting bullied.
It's okay.
And she was 9 years old.
It's fine. It's fine.
So that's just
It's fine.
I just think that's something that we have to just think about.
Yeah.
So no need to be ashamed because you don't have money or don't have to go out and buy all these fancy things.
Okay, I will.
So I wouldn't let that bother you. Don't be ashamed about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Nobody's rich. So don't let that be down. Nothing to be ashamed about. Statesboro or what?
I'm from Waycross area. She was born here, raised half here.
Okay.
So,
You said what?
because we lived in corn up until
Make sure I lock those doors. I'll make sure I lock the doors. Ask for Phillips. Okay. Is this a hot day or an okay day?
this is kind of a very humid day.
Really? You think that bad?
Not that bad. But okay.
We missed about 110 in St. Louis.
Hold on. It gets up there here. It just feels like very humid.
We got this smoke.
Very cold.
Let's hang out with us. That's the point, man. He'll grab everybody in the place and ask them every question in the world. He'll make sure we get exactly what we need. It's good. I eat red apples. I always pick the bright red. I don't know about the green. Where's the bag at? You know the old saying, they say apple is very keeps the doctor away. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I eat apples and I eat one every morning, at least a half an apple with my breakfast every morning. It always makes me feel good. I can tell the difference during my day when I don't have an apple. That's the whole thing. Like a lot of times people try to change their food plan. They do too much. Kind of like when I was listening to you saying, you try too hard, you feel like you make a mistake, and you feel like I failed. So don't try so hard. Start off easy, work your way into it. But, yeah, let's grab a couple apples.
Grab a couple you want.
You got to pick them, so if you don't like them, it's your fault. That's all you want, Stu? Let's get 4. That way you can at least do a half a day.
That one's green.
Yep, not that one. Yeah, there you go. So I knew that.
And it's got the
Wonder what happened. Gotta get another card. So we're going to the dressing. This is the salad dressing is the assassin of salads. Which one do you normally get?
red.
You get the great value, don't you?
Yeah. Sometimes.
This is the thing with you. The way it works with dressing, it covers the taste. It makes something that doesn't taste great taste good. If you understand that, but you think of why you're eating salad. Why am I eating this? I'm eating it to be healthy. So if you put too much, you make it unhealthy. So you got to compromise. You know what I'm saying? One of the ways to compromise is if we see a fat-free ranch.
I'll get something different.
Okay, you can't do it.
That's so
This
nasty.
thing you can't do. It's hard to get something you don't like. But this is what's going to happen.
Something like that. A friend of mine eats this.
Check the sugar.
A friend of mine eats that.
See how sugar is the second ingredient in there? That means it's mostly water, second mostly sugar.
So what kind of you get?
I mean,
What I recommend, what I do is olive oil and dip. It's called apple cider vinegar. That's hard, but that's a heavy one to probably develop a taste for. So I don't want you to get something that you're not going to do. So I would much rather you like Italian. Do you like it? Let me see the ingredients.
the one I had was zesty, wherever it is. It was a zesty Italian.
Because what I'm trying to do is not just try to go cold turkey where you're going to throw it on the back shelf. What's on that saying? So I still want you to have what you like, but you still got to think of what you're doing. So you can't use a lot of it. So you got to cut your serving in half.
Alright, so we did
This
do
has got
that.
feta cheese in it.
But look, she's back there.
It has 3 grams of sugar in it.
Will you use that kind of dressing or will you use it?
She likes ranch.
As long as it's not nasty.
What? You gotta know it's nasty.
I'm fine.
You gotta put something to your life.
I like it.
You're fine. You're supposed to be in the shot.
And the thing too, to understand, is when it comes to nutrition, you know, and I've studied it, I've dealt with it, you know, my whole pro fight career, and it's, you know, it's no different than buying a car. There's tons of information about it. I could go on and on about why you shouldn't eat this chicken because it's got antibiotics in it, steroids, this, that. You need to check and make sure it's got the USDA, the organic symbol, the natural symbol. But the natural symbol doesn't mean anything anymore now because somebody proved before that anything on planet Earth is natural. So now any even bug spreads, you know what I'm saying? I try not to go into all that stuff because the main thing is as long as you're working out like you're supposed to be doing, as long as you eat decent, you'll be all right. Chicken breast is good. Turkey, like turkey. What's turkey?
I have no idea. We never really bought it like this before.
Turkey is the best.
Brown turkey.
Alright, now when we get it, that breast? Yeah. Oh, that's a killer there, yep.
I've never
You
had
wanna try those?
Want to try that? Never had that.
Now,
I guess I would cook it the same way you would the other, right?
yeah. And I'm gonna give y'all some hints on cooking it too, because we're gonna need to get some olive oil. We need to get olive oil, sea salt, and some brown pepper.
So sea salt is better than regular salt. I've heard that. I mean, many people.
How do you usually cook the meat?
I like to cook it like not fried it, but
I like to put
butter. Butter and the pan spray. You put your chicken on it.
And I've also heard bacon is just as bad because you're sitting in that juice of it.
No, bacon's probably second. The grill's first. The fried is
We have a grill. We have a grill.
Okay, yeah, grill's the best you can do. You know, bacon is second.
I love learning.
So you can do one like this. Have you ever had salmon? Something like this. You just don't like the fishy taste? Or?
Yeah. I don't like it either.
Okay. Take me where
Would you
olive
like?
oil, salt.
I don't know what that is.
That'd be the spices.
Huh? Just like
There it is, spices right there. Getting into sauces, you know, it's like dressing. It's there to make something that you don't like taste good. So if you overdo it, it's too much. But tomato sauce is the best kind of sauce to go with. I actually don't even eat spaghetti. The way I eat is kind of insane. But you want to just check and make sure there's not a lot of sugar. Like sugar is one of the last ingredients in here, so this ain't bad. Like mushrooms, green pepper.
Yeah, but they can't get mushrooms. They can't make it. What about this one? I don't think it has mushrooms.
Have you checked the back? Always remember, the way you always remember,
Garlic.
you check those ingredients, make sure your second, third ingredient is not sugar.
You can look at that one.
Yeah, this is good. Stay away from the cheese sauces, the white sauces. That's what you go with.
Good.
The pasta, the vegetables, the meat, got some fruit. What's your favorite snack?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky?
Yeah.
So you don't like candy cake? I'm talking like the real stuff, ice cream. Yeah, I'm talking, and if you don't like it, that's good. Excuse me.
I like ice cream. Yeah.
You like ice cream? I'll get some ice cream. And then mom, you like what? Coke? Coca-Cola. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to wean yourself off of it.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, that's a problem. So I used to play wild horse today, so I spent a lot of time on farm. But you know, when milk is getting you put the suckers on the udders, a lot of times those suckers fall off. And, you know, animals don't go to the toilet. And those suckers, all that just sucks right up in there, right into that milk. You end up drinking a lot. But actually, adults are not supposed to drink milk. Milk is just mucus. That's what it is mainly. You know, so you start thinking like that about what it is. Some of these new shots will start almond. Put my bag in here out the way. So I drink like made from almonds. Alright, they've got different types. Like if you don't like this one, like you know, I give it to you like, oh thanks, and like that. Y'all like, man, throw that out the window because it was gross. They had tried before you go back to milk. Try like the soy milk and the flavor. Did you like it? Right on. Yeah, that's what you want. And that would trim it. Milk put so much juice on it's crazy. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? When you work out, you want to have fun. You want to feel like you look cool. So let's, you know, sweatpants like.
I like the short ones for the things
You have workout in?
Yeah.
You have to make sure you got a shirt to go with it, a good t-shirt. There's got to be something that's not going to fall off of you. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to move, it ain't slipping up and coming off or something like that.
I don't know. Watch that. Huh? Yeah, I don't like that.
You're gonna be the one running, so you gotta make your choice. You know, like Jermaine said, you're gonna find something that's comfortable.
I like the I just want something to go out right here.
Something that's not too long.
Yeah, not too long. Not too short. They're tighter. No.
Okay. The main thing, remember, you're working out in. You're working out in, so you want to make sure it's something you want to work out in. You can move around. We're gonna tear these clothes up. You're gonna be sweaty in them. But you still want to look. You want to feel like looking good too. Let's keep walking. Let's keep checking. You might just end up doing. You know what I work out in? A sweatpants, a t-shirt, a sweatshirt.
I like sweaty.
My girl jumps on me all the time. She says, "Why you look so horrible when you go work out?" I'm just going to work out. So she packed my workout clothes. If I look good, it's because of her.
That was not running shoes.
Oh, you don't have running shoes?
I have these. I have some like feelers type things, but they're like high tops, not running.
Oh, they should have some good running shoes there. I took a look at that.
You got some little running shoes, start to get it going.
We probably get some good ones real cheap.
Okay, that's something to get her started, right? We don't need to get her started running. Okay, let me run and make that hard right quick.
I want something that's supposed to not new, so it's not like you want more like this. Like those exactly. But I need my size.
Let's see, we see anybody work. Okay.
Okay, on behalf of Walmart, we're going to get this $200 gift card on behalf of SELA in an effort to help stop bullying. Okay? Stop bullying. Take a picture. Man, take a picture. You got
This one.
Okay. I'm rolling, so.
Of course not. Oh, don't grab something.
Oh, you gonna grab some? All right.